Hey gang, Dave Spalding, Handgun Combatives. What I want to do today is show you another one of the skill drills that I use in my classes. I was at the NRA show in Nashville here just recently, and I was talking to one of the better known instructors. And we got to talking about how we develop our drills. And he was pretty honest with me. He says, you know, my drills are based around things that I like to do and I'm good at. And I have no problem with that. I'm sure there's other instructors out there that are like that. There's people who follow these instructors. They want to be able to do the things they do. So they're interested in these drills, no problem. I take a different view of it, however. I like my drills to reflect and bolster skills that you'll need in combat when you're fighting with a handgun. And what we're going to talk about today is a drill that does that. The drill is called 15 and 15, and it's going to require 15 rounds fired in 15 seconds. But there's more to it than that. Before we get started though, I'm going to talk to you. We're going to do these drills on this target. Now this is my Handgun Combatives chest cavity target, and you can print this off my website. Normally in my classes, if you hit anywhere in this area, I call it the rectangle of death, I consider it a good hit. Now, some of you would say, no, Dave, you want to keep it in the A zone, you know, the eye socket so the round penetrates. And you know, my personal experience is different from that. I have been on the scene when people have been hit with handgun rounds in the head that didn't penetrate. And do you know where they were at? They were laying right there on the ground. It's like getting hit in the head with a baseball and not wearing a helmet. What do you care if they're dead or it penetrated if they're out of the fight, if they're incapacitated? So the way I look at it is any round to the face is a good hit. However, for the drill today I'm going to cut that off. We're going to be putting a line right across here like this. So now you're going to be required to get your hits in this 6x10 rectangle. And as you can see from the anatomy, pretty obvious why I like this strike zone. You get a round in there, you've probably got as good a chance as any to get incapacitation with a handgun. So what we're going to do is we're going to deal with 15 in 15. It takes place at the 15-yard line, the 10-yard line, and the 5-yard line. You're going to start with your gun in the holster. You're going to fire 5 rounds at 15 yards, again trying to keep them in that rectangle. You're immediately going to run to the 10-yard line, fire 5 more rounds at 10, again into the rectangle. You finish those 5, you're going to run to the 5-yard line, fire 5 more. What are we accomplishing here? Well, we're accomplishing dynamic movement, the type of dynamic movement that will help you in a gunfight. In my previous drills like 10, 20, 30, and 15 to the third, we've dealt with lateral movement. Well, in this drill, we're going to deal with rapid forward movement, which could happen, obviously. But also, we're going to deal with cadence of fire at different distances. You know what? The closer you get, the faster you can shoot, and probably the faster you should shoot. But as you get further back, you know what? You've got to be a little more deliberate in how you place your shots. We're going to deal with that. We're going to deal with drawing with the holster. We're going to deal with muzzle awareness while you're moving, because you could be moving in and around non-hostiles. And of course, we're going to be dealing with shot placement. So we've got a whole lot of combat-related skills in this drill. But I'm going to take it a step further. What if you're back on the 15-yard line and you fire 3 rounds and you get a stoppage? In this drill, start moving. Move to the 10-yard line, clearing the stoppage as you go. Fire your 5 rounds and then catch up those 2 rounds that you didn't get. What if your slide lock's open? You need to do a reload. The same thing. Start moving, loading that gun on the move, and catch those rounds up. Now, the thing that'll come to your mind is, well, Dave, I'll get those 2 rounds at a closer distance, but look at the price you got to pay to get those 2 closer rounds. You've got to do a lot of manipulation on the move. So is that good or bad? I'll leave that up to you. So 15 and 15, let's go back to the 15-yard line and take a look at what that looks like. Okay, we got hash marks at 15, 10, and 5. Let's take a look, see what this looks like. I don't think we can get much closer than that. Let's take a look. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 15. Okay, I miscounted. Good deal. All right, that's a good run. Can't be much closer to 15 seconds than that, but we're not done yet. Not all of your movement will be forward linear. What about rearward? So let's take 15 and 15 and go the other direction. Okay, Darren, you ready? Okay, we went just a little bit over on that one. Let's go take a look at the target. As you can see, that makes it a little bit more difficult. We've got one just outside the line right here, and we're talking about 15.5 seconds. So turning, moving, keeping the gun registered, a lot of that kind of stuff going on in there, but keep in mind, it always won't be straightforward. Sometimes you'll have to make distance. So 15 and 15, going forward, going backward. Give it a try. There's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of great skills. Hopefully it'll work out for you.